Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter Cross video, and day 3 of the weapon demos. Today is all about the hammer and the hunting horn, and we're kicking it off with the hammer. If you guys do enjoy this video, then it'd be super awesome if you could hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Now let's get started. I'm going to begin by showing you the complete weapon demo, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So, starting from the very beginning. The first section just introduced the hammer, so if you're new to the series then this will obviously give you a bit of background, but if you're a veteran then you know this already. They basically explained that the hammer is a great weapon for that kind of knockout style, obviously great at dealing impact damage, going for the head and knocking it out. One thing I do want to call out in particular here is the hammer itself. Judging by the coloration and the design, this looks remarkably like a great Macau hammer. Then next up we get a look at the hammer with the guild style. Now the guild style is, as mentioned in the previous videos, basically Monster Hunter as you come to know it. There are no fancy changes here, so the movesets that you know and love are still the same. No sort of aerial combat, no simplified moveset, or any crazy sort of countering. This is traditional Monster Hunting. A couple of things I do want to obviously call out here again. We get some nice looks at the old forest and hills and this horrible area where everybody used to hate fighting Rathalos because obviously he runs down that tunnel and knocks you over. And once again we get a nice look at that brand new hammer. I like how it's got sort of like a claw on the end as well, as opposed to your kind of conventional bulky head design for the hammers. Anyway, moving on, next up we have the aerial style. So again, this is the one where you roll towards a monster and you use it as a springboard, which allows you to jump up in the air, and you can then land some attacks on its head or its back or anything kind of like potentially out of reach beforehand. Obviously, if it's at the right threshold, then this can also result in a mount. But a couple of things for the hammer specifically, if you notice, you can either jump up in the air and do a charge attack, or it seems you can also land 2 hits in a row. Obviously, those aren't the charge ones, they're kind of pretty fast hits. But if you're trying to go for a mount, for example, that could be a great way to kind of get those 2 hits in, and then get a nice easy mount. I've got to say, for the aerial styles, while it seems like it naturally suits things like sword and shield, or dual swords, or longsword, like the faster weapons slightly better, I really do like seeing aerial style with like the big heavy weapons. So greatsword and hammer, there's nothing quite like jumping in the air and charging a massive hit and slamming it down on the monster's head. Then lastly we get a look at the hammer hunting skill, which is the one we've seen in the trailer and the recent commercial as well. This is called Spinning Meteor. This is basically where the hunter spins around the hammer quite a few times and then lands it down in a devastating blow. Now every time we actually see this, it results in a KO. Now whether it actually results in a guaranteed KO, we don't yet know. But every time we have seen it so far, it has obviously knocked out the monster, so it could either be that it just deals an abnormally large amount of impact damage, or as I said, it could result in a guaranteed KO. That we'll have to wait and see, but for the time being, that is it for the hammer. Not too much to see in this one, there's not really kind of too much new stuff for the hammer, but either way, it's still pretty cool. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be super awesome if you hit that like button and leave a comment down below. There's also a hunting horn demo today, so shortly after this video goes up, I'll be uploading that one, so make sure you keep it locked to the channel because there's some cool new stuff coming for the hunting horn. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.